guys, absolutely fantastic. Little setup here. I'm actually in a golf simulator. Proper setup. Look up there, mate. And I tell you what, it's actually pretty good. So I'm gonna have a round. Just had a round at Pebble 97, so a few over. But first time getting used to it, and it is pretty accurate actually. I've got a bit of a draw at the minute, draw hook. So I'm going to play Abu Dhabi now and see how I get on. Definitely going to be putting the driver away because that's what I've got now. You can see on the screen there a little bit clearer. I'm right in the thick of it, but I'm going to carry on, finish up, and then jump to see Tracey. Hope you enjoy. Hopefully getting home in time for Tracey, and she's cooking something rather tasty.
Hi guys, it's first day of the holidays, we're knackered, so we're just going to stay at home and chill. It's raining out, it's miserable, so we're not going to do a lot except for some cooking. Come and have a look. Whilst out walking the other day, someone was giving away cooking apples outside their house. That one looks a bit minging, doesn't it? So we'll cut that one off. The kids saw them and was like, oh, should we make an apple crumble? I said, yeah, okay. Went to the supermarket. These pears, which the skin looks a bit mean, but they are absolutely fine, were reduced. So I was like, oh, what about we have an apple and pear crumble, which excited them very much because their nan, Ben's mum, Nanny Sander, she made them a pear crumble once and they loved it. So that's the plan for today. A nice sausage stew as well, just to keep them nice and warm and toasty and fed. Right, okay, so I've basically peeled and chopped the pears and apples. I've just roughly sort of quartered them. I've put a couple of inches of water in a saucepan. I'm gonna just sprinkle in some sugar. As you can see, I don't measure things, so never come to me for exact recipe measurements. Oh, I've forgotten to cut one there. Right, so I'm just literally gonna throw them all in the pan, and someone's watching me. Okay, so I've just put them on the heat. I'm gonna just sprinkle a touch more sugar on top. I'm just using white sugar there, but once I've cooked them I will start using brown sugar just so you get that stickiness when they're like baking in the oven. So yeah, that's it so far. Okay, I have just turned my fruit off because I don't want it too mushy, because obviously it's going to bake a bit more. So I'm just going to take that off the heat now and just leave it while I'm making the crumble. Okay, my next ingredient, I'm using 175 grams of plain flour. I'm going to be using 75 grams of a mixture of sugar and a bit of brown sugar mixed in there as well. And then I'm going to do 85 grams, of butter, chilled butter. And then I'm just going to put them all in this bowl here and mix them like this until you get your breadcrumbs. And that's the crumble. Okay, so this is the consistency you're looking for, breadcrumb consistency. Here I have 10 grams of almonds and about 20-ish grams of oats. I'm just going to tip these out and chop up these almonds a little bit, and then I'm going to add them to the crumble mix because I don't know about you, but I like a bit of a crunch to a crumble mix. So let me do that now. In my opinion, guys, cinnamon is an absolute must in a crumble. Again, As you can tell, measurement's not my finest thing. I'm just going to knock some in. I've also got a little bit of nutmeg. I'm only going to put a touch of nutmeg in. It's really difficult watching it through the phone and not actually watching the thing itself. Right, anyway, I'm going to just add a little bit more brown sugar in there and give that a mix up. I've spooned the apple and pear mixture into here. I've got some light brown sugar. And I'm just going to sprinkle that over there. I've also got a pinch of cinnamon. And I've sprinkled that over there. And I am now going to spoon over our crumble mix. The almonds, it was toasted almonds I put in, and the what they called oats. Totally up to you. Your choice, your preference. I just like it like that. Bit different. What would be nice, maybe some chopped walnuts or something. Pear walnut crumble. Sounds good, doesn't it? So I'm just going to give it a good covering. We all love crumble in this house. Sorry, Ben, if you're watching this. I think you would probably enjoy this if you was here, Ben. So yeah, I'm going to give it quite a nice thick covering. And then to finish off, I am just going to give another small sprinkling of brown sugar. So let's have a look. Let's just give that a sprinkle on there. There we go. Bit of a sprinkle. And okay, next, dinner. Today, like I said, the weather's miserable. So I'm going to do the kids a nice stew to warm their tummies, fill them up and get some of that goodness into them. So I'm making a sausage stew. So really simple. I've got 8 sausages in there for the kids. I've chopped up a couple of parsnips, sweet potatoes. I'm just going to put some new potatoes in. I have cut a couple in half because they were quite large. A bit of swede, some mange too because they absolutely love it. It always reminds me of Del Boy. Mange too, Rodney. And some carrots. Okay, I leave the onion whole in a stew because that way the kids eat it. Seriously, if I chop it up, whoops, carrot's just gone for a Burton. If I chop up the onion, they will pick small bits of onion out. I think, don't know if it's like a texture thing. I do not know. Normally I would use the chopping board and just tip it in, but I'm trying to do everything one-handed for you guys. Again, I'm not going to cook this yet because I'm going to pressure cook it in the Ninja. So I'm going to, when it comes to cooking it, I'm going to make sure it's got a good covering of water because obviously this will become the stew gravy and stuff. Put a stock cube in it. And I'll also add some sage and rosemary. Salt and pepper. It does say lentil pasta, but it's actually lentils. I'm going to add a handful. I've only got little hands, so a little bit more. Again, lentils, I've just put them in to pad it out a bit, fill them up, and hopefully we'll probably get maybe dinner tonight and a bit of lunch tomorrow using this for them. Or it might go in the freezer as a bit of a loser meal for 1 or 2 people. But yeah, I'll pressure cook that for about 15 minutes and that'll be perfect. I'll probably do it for 12, 11, because I think they take about 4 minutes. 11 minutes, then release the pressure, open it up, put some dumplings in because they take about 4 minutes. You find if you leave them too long, they disintegrate to nothing, dumplings in the pressure cooker. So I found about 4 minutes is about perfect for them. So that's what I'll do with that tonight. One thing I did forget is I normally brown the sausages off in the stew. So I've just gone to turn it on and I was like, ah! So I've just thrown them in the air fryer and I'm just going to brown them off and then start the pressure cooking. I just like to see a bit of colour on them. Simple as, really. So there you go, guys. I've literally just browned them off. They look good, don't they? So I'm now going to put these bad boys back in there for a second because I've closed the ninja down. But they are going to join in there. I'm going to fill with some water. Like I say, just make sure it's covered, and a stock cube. Okay. So there you go, guys. It's all in there. I have put boiling water in there. I tend to put boiling water in when I use the pressure cooker, just because it speeds up the time of it getting to temperature, getting to pressure. I'm going to put that on for... I'm going to put it on for 11 minutes on high, and I'm going to do quick release just because that's what I always do. Then I'm going to pop in some dumplings and put it on for a further 4 minutes on the same settings, high, quick release. And it should be yummy. Okay, so here we are. Our sausage stew is ready. You can see some sausages poking up there.
Oh, it looks amazing.
Thank you, James. Big dumplings in there as well. Are you 3, 4, 3? I can't even count. Are you all ready for some sausage stew?
Yeah.
I don't know what's bleeping. I think that might be my fish. I've got fish tonight because I got some fish out yesterday and forgot. I know, what a muppet. Yeah, so we're all going to tuck into this now. And we will see you and on. What do we need to say to everyone, guys?
Like and subscribe.
See ya.
Bye.